Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ian Wishingrad, host of Adweek's I'm With The Brand. And today, like the past couple weeks, we're coming to you live from my home. Normally, we shoot this in Adweek Studios in New York for 45 minutes and cut it down to 7 to 10 minutes. But today, we're going live on all our platforms, from Adweek, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, every social platform you could find with Adweek. Joining us today is Mike Grillo, CEO and co-founder of Gravity Blankets. Mike, are you ready to answer some questions?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right. What is a gravity blanket?
Gravity blanket is a weighted blanket that helps you sleep and de-stress.
What's wrong with my normal blanket?
There's nothing wrong with it per se. It could be quite nice actually, but weighted blankets have been shown to increase serotonin and melatonin and decrease cortisol, and those are respectively sleep and mood hormones, and then the cortisol hormone is stress hormone. So it brings those down and brings the good ones up, so you can get better sleep and relax. A regular blanket doesn't have that.
What did you sleep with growing up?
Just a regular blanket.
Everyone need a gravity blanket?
My business says yes, but some folks are a little claustrophobic and don't appreciate the weight on top of them, so it's not for everyone. But I would say 96% of people that bought have kept it, so many do like it.
Now, how are you able to figure out that 96 people that bought it kept it?
Our return rate is between like 5 and 10%.
Got it. Okay. How do you make sure people buy gravity blankets and not weighted blankets?
Yeah, we did a study. Well, we think we have a much better quality product, but we also are the only brand that was studied by, in a clinical environment. So we commissioned a study a year ago, this past March, and it showed improvement on all sleep measures and some improvement on stress measures as well. So we believe that we are the best quality product and the only product that's been studied.
But if I'm a normal consumer and you had like a very early advantage and kind of branded the category, but then It's so easy for China, Amazon, and the price war just goes down, ultimately it feels somewhat, as a consumer commodity, should I go weighted blanket, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, whatever. But putting the studies aside, how do you actually make sure that someone doesn't outbid you on Google or just whatever, grab that customer and you just lose to a generic gravity blanket?
Yeah, I mean, people that buy value will always buy value. I think we've done a nice job communicating that we maintain a really good price, so it's not prohibitively expensive, but then do our best to communicate the value proposition so that we've got, patent pending design on some of our products, that we've studied our products, that we have, higher quality materials. So it's just about, doing a better job communicating them than the competition.
How did you raise $4.7 million from a Kickstarter campaign?
We were lucky enough that we launched it at a time where it was right after the 2016 election, so people were super nervous and super, angsty. But then at the same time, Facebook was also giving a lot of organic reach to both publishers and brands, and so we ended up riding pretty high on the Facebook wave. But we also believe that it was the right product at the right time.
Okay, but I want to get back into the forensics because we are an advocate and it's a brandy kind of show. $4.7 million is not just a little bit of lightning in the bottle. Did you promote the campaign? Was there PR? Like, how did this Kickstarter, which feels self-contained, become so buzzy?
Yeah, so I come from a PR background, so I pitched most of the media myself, and we got a ton of earned press out of it, right? So it's a novel concept. And literally we're covered in any publication you could possibly think of covered the product. And I think that definitely helped. We ran paid media too, a lot of the block and tackle stuff, but I thought it was, smart positioning and solid pitching and really good coverage. And we did a lot of customer testimonials as well. Just like really good block and tackle mixed with some, lightning in a bottle.
Well, I commend you. That's amazing. What was the headline you used when pitching journalists?
This is what does a 25-pound blanket feel like?
That's nice. That's nice. Was there any headline that beat that one, or that's as good as it gets?
That's about as good as it gets.
Yeah,
well, we got a piece in the New Yorker ran a huge profile about like millennials and the anxious generation. It was this incredible piece that you would never imagine to be on like my brand in the New Yorker by this really talented journalist named Gia. So I was super happy with that piece. That was a dream headline.
Okay. Without Kickstarter, how would you have done this?
We probably would have pre-sold it on like a Celery, which I don't know if you're familiar with Celery. It's like a pre-sale specific, or one of the things that people use specifically for pre-sales. It's like a Shopify, and a lot of people will graduate from Celery to Shopify. Probably should have done a pre-sale there to a much smaller degree, I'm sure.
Are you the first weighted blanket?
No, weighted blankets have been around for a long time in terms of like the medical community, but we were sort of really one of the first brands that commercialized it. So I would say we were the first noticeable commercial version for sure.
And what's the hardest part of this business?
Knockoffs. There's probably 300, 400, 500 no-name products that you could buy on Amazon. I just saw today that in Q4, weighted blankets were the 12th most searched product category on Amazon, which like I can't diminish how big that is. That's millions and millions of searches. So it's a very competitive category.
Has COVID had an effect on your business?
Yeah, I feel, I almost feel bad saying it. We've done really well in the COVID environment. So we are primarily an e-commerce company, so that certainly helps. But at the same time, we offer a product that helps de-stress, and these are sort of the definition of stressful times. So we've seen quite a big uptick in the business over the last 7 to 8 weeks.
What's been your single biggest media investment to date?
Facebook and Instagram, begrudgingly.
Okay. Can you give a sense of the scale of the media?
We're spending around, anywhere between $300,000 and $650,000 a month in media, and that is across all channels. But I would say we've tried really hard to diversify this past year. But in the early days, it was very, very heavy Facebook, very heavy Instagram.
And do you do that internally? I saw you came from Vayner, or do you hand it off to an agency?
We've done both. We have managed it ourselves internally, but we work with an agency now called Rubix. They're the former team from Lisa Sleep. So really good category experience, and they're fabulous.
How important is it to have category experience for Facebook and Instagram acquisition marketing?
I think you could make a claim like it's both super helpful, and then also you can fall into the same sort of habits that all the other players are falling in. So I think it's nice that my internal team actually comes from, our head of growth comes from hospitality and fashion actually, and I think can bring a lot of that to bear, whereas our agency has a lot of category experience. So the two of them together, I think, bring a lot of interesting perspective.
Do you work with influencers?
We do, yeah. In a relatively limited capacity. I'd say we go more obviously like a micro-influencer approach. We've gotten a lot of celebrities just organically talking about the brand. So Jimmy Fallon's like come out 3 or 4 times just totally organically. Sophia Bush is a big fan. We were referenced in a Keeping Up with the Kardashians episode. So a lot of like free earned media from that perspective.
And what's your PR strategy?
It started, I did all the PR myself to start, and then we brought on an agency that's run by a former colleague of mine from Vayner. And so we do a lot of, sort of block and tackle consumer. We do a lot of trade media as well. Affiliate is a big part of our earned media strategy, does quite well for us. So yeah.
What is the most surprising statistic you could just share about your business?
Sure. Actually, I think you would be surprised to know that we're actually 25% of our volume comes from non-blanket products.
That's a question.
So most people think about Gravity Blanket as just the Gravity Blanket, but we sell sheets and pillows and sleep masks, and we have a digital anxiety course. We've got a bunch of stuff going on.
Okay, a last couple questions. You went to UConn. I'm from Stamford, Connecticut. I still have a 203 cell phone. Where are you from?
The 203. I'm from New Haven, Connecticut.
Did you sleep with anything memorable as a kid?
I was like sort of a weird kid, and I went to puppeteering camp one summer and made like my own marionette, and that stayed in my room.
What is your exit strategy?
What's up?
What's your exit strategy?
I don't know. We're trying to just grow the business. I mean, I do know, but right now we're trying to grow the business responsibly. We've not raised any money, which is amazing. We're a profitable business and have been every year. So, just trying to grow the business and see what's out there, potentially exit. We don't plan to hold the business for, a very long time, but I wouldn't say there's like a super urgent need to exit. We think there's more to go.
Okay. Could you sell snow to Eskimos?
No.
Okay. And what makes you special?
I think I'm like really an exceptional executor. Execution is everything. I think there are so many brands that are great concepts, poor execution. I think that's what my team and I do really, really well.
Awesome. That was so great. Thank you, man. Mike Grillo, thank you.
That was easy.
What?
That was easy. I'm just really nervous actually going into it.
Okay. Well, good. I mean, you come from PR. You understand how to handle this situation. Thank you for joining us, and everyone at home, thank you. You can watch more episodes at adweek.com/I'mWithTheBrand, and I'll see you next Tuesday, 4 p.m. right here from my house. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Bye, guys.
See ya.